Yeah. Game. Let go. Hi guys. So here parked. And I'm about to walk to class. I think I might be the only one that's late. Probably not, but I think so. Class starts at 9. I think right now it's like probably 9 o'clock. Fuck. Yeah. Let's walk this far, man. Goodness. Yeah, guys. So the campus, their letters to where your classes are. So my class is at M. And it's a Sunday, so no one's here but whoever is supposed to be here. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk back to you guys later. Is it again, mixture?
Mixer, yeah. Capital M.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not it.
Is that why I'm getting it wrong?
It's
Mixer.
mixer, yeah.
I'm the real Jimmy, the mixture.
Mixture.
This is Logic.
Oh god.
Yeah, this is what we're using. And the SD card.
And this, I do this one as a bit of an exercise. What I find sometimes is people like what they're doing, I like the project, and we do have sort of an assignment later on, using to everything. Any questions about what was going on in your attention or wrong notes? And I make fun of all my guitar playing friends that they play pentatonic scale over here. The three prong cables, XLR cables, are always used for microphones. And you've got a volume control of how loud that is, and it's really a gain. And they're really pumping it out. It takes that. A microphone like that on the desk. Sometimes I use it as a pop filter. Some and remarkable microphones in many, many ways. There's one, Sennheiser 416. I did a lot of work as a live sound. And signal flow, the microphones come into the patch panel and patched into this digital mixer called a Studio Live mixer. The order that you turn things on in the studio is important. And this goes for live sound as well. So that you have the computer turned on first, then you can turn on mixer, and it takes a while for it to come through. So, and the last thing you turn on is the speakers, because if you turn all this stuff on while the speakers are on, you can get a pop. It can be disruptive for anybody on the headphones here. You can also damage the speakers. So speakers are the last thing to turn on, first thing to turn off. That's the most important thing to remember. Okay. Then we've got this little Mackie Big Knob, which is for monitoring. So now I'll turn on the speakers. So this will bring everything through. There's a thing in broadcast called normalizing the board. Whenever you're done a session, you're supposed to leave it in a neutral state so the next person that walks in can use it. This is never happened to us. These faders should not be up. This fader should not be up because it's usually connected. It has a mute button. Like you have in Logic, the solo and mute button, this turns off that channel. Usually that microphone is plugged into channel 1 by default. And so you shouldn't have any faders up here. I'll go through more of the actual setup on this once we get our microphones plugged in and working. I just want to take you through the signal flow. Then it comes out of here, and then we can monitor different inputs and different speakers. Sometimes we'll find we walk in and the little speakers and the big speakers are turned on the same. You do not want to have that at the same time. You want to listen to one set of speakers. Yes, you may want to listen to the smaller set of speakers to hear how it sounds differently, but you want to hear the larger speakers as well. So, and there's a little microphone in here, and we can talk back through there. It goes through the next part in the chain, okay, is the headphone. We can plug our headphones into here, and there's a little bit of connection issue. Most of the headphones people have now are 1/8 inch. More professional audio is 1/4 inch, so it needs an adapter to do that, to plug into here. And we need that on the headphones out there as well. So, and that is for communication with the artists or the musicians out in the studio, right? So that you know what's doing. And you can adjust the level here. Why I like to have a set of headphones in here. You can test it, make sure it sounds good to you, and good chance it's going to sound good out there. You don't want to just blast people. In the traditional role of studios, there would be the main engineer and the secondary engineer. Secondary engineer's job was to run around, plug everything in, and to make sure the headphone mix was good for the musicians. So somehow that would be thought of as a secondary role. In many, many ways, it's just as important. If you get a good mix, a good headphone mix for the musicians, they're going to perform better. Or if somebody's doing voiceover, whatever, it really follows through. I go here on my audio input. I can have input from 1 to 4 to 64. There's 64 different inputs that can come into the system. And that's how you map, when you have multiple channels, tracks here, multiple microphones into separate tracks. Okay? So it's quite, there's a rationale to how this is all set up. These mixers are absolutely wonderful. In many ways, it's like having a version of Logic inside a mixer, where you've got EQs and reverbs and compressors and all this stuff all over one thing. But simply for what we're doing here, you've got a gain control. Remember I said microphones don't have a lot of output? Then you have to bring up the gain. You'll find that the ribbon microphone needs a lot of gain. The condenser microphone needs less gain. And that's all to get it to an optimal recording level when you're bringing things through. These faders here, in what we're doing, that's just to monitor, just to listen to it. So a lot of people think, well, this is where the record level is. No, this sets the record level in Logic, or in Pro Tools, or in whatever digital audio workstation you're working with. So these are complex beasts, for sure. Amazing amount of power. And for anybody who goes on to the live sound course, you know, the old days when you were dealing with analog, you would have racks and racks of equipment. So the load-in time was pretty extensive. Now on a digital board, all that stuff is kind of built in, which is really handy, but you got to dive through this menu to find everything. So, pros and cons there. So, by seeing all these inputs, I know that Logic is seeing the mixture. And then I do another test to make sure. I go into my loop library here. And I play that. I have to go over here. Okay, that's playing back from Logic. And why I did this is, even though there's only 16 faders here, there's a bank of another 16 faders. And then there's a bank of more stuff, and we have tape in. I mean, we inherit everything from the past, so that we have as playback from Logic into the mixer. So that would be the case if, say, you end up making a great track here over in Logic. You want to come in, do a screaming guitar solo or rap over that, we would have that track playing back, and then we would this would control how much you would hear it. Okay, make sense? From Logic into the board. That's the channel there. It's defaults to the, some things, and we carry that through. So this is how we play back.
You're right. Let me just shut my mouth. Wait.
I see. They glow when you change the setting. So these are.
Yes. Okay. Sure.
I'm so confused.
They flash when they're armed. Why?
Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not hearing anything, but try and talk to me. Yeah, we'll want to set up a class here, and I'll go help the other group get going. I need to grab one microphone too. I think SM7B. So I want to use maybe for mic 2. The microphone, because when you get really close, you get that nice warm proximity effect, and you minimize the outside sound because it's coming right here. So the signal for me to the noise is better. Okay. Now, when you're doing podcasts, there's an interesting thing with this microphone. I said it's so popular, SM58. When you speak, it can pop. When you sing, it doesn't. And that's because when people are just talking and they talk about, well, we've got plosives here, they really over-accentuate them compared to the normal speaking volume. But when you're singing, you're projecting everything. So a tip, and this is the radio tip, is they don't talk right into the microphone. Some microphones they do, but on this microphone, if you come out the side, then any pops go this way, not into here. So you can, when we set up, you can experiment with that. Okay? Okay, so this will be, okay, you're going into mic 1 and mic 4.
Yeah.
Usually you just want to be consecutive.
Oh.
It's
all that.
it's a long one.
How long
And
did you guys
welcome-
go for?
I don't even know.
It looks like about half an hour. No. well, you'll find the joys of editing with that.
I just asked 3 questions and that's it.
That's it? That's all
it.
you
We
did?
asked some questions and then we just kept talking.
Yeah, we just kept talking.
Then we asked more questions.
Oh, we kept talking, but
Yeah,
I asked
totally.
3 questions.
You guys
We
wanna
just
say?
shut it off.
Oh no,
Oh
we
my
gotta
gosh.
know. We want a record of our conversation.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear it too. They might say bad things about the teacher.
Oh, my
I
baby.
tried. You can leave that set up.
Since you can see me.
Yeah, guys. We are done, you know. Home time only, finally. It's falling asleep. Not that it's boring, it's just I'm tired. Only. But yeah. Finito. I'm not gonna record me driving because I don't have a proper stand, but I should because I'm vibes. I be vibing up. Oh yeah. Deuces, see y'all.